Hello there.
The Emperor has been expecting you.
What is up, everybody? Josh here with Lorgasm, and let's talk about Camp Cretaceous Season 2, Episode 2. Now, with this episode, it starts off with the baryonyx running around and they're snapping at each other, and then we cut to the kids sitting around moping, trying to figure out what they're going to do. Every place they check, there are dinosaurs everywhere they look to try to stay, to find a place to just hold out until the rescue team gets there. It's full of dinosaurs. So then they come up with the idea, hey, what if we go back to Camp Cretaceous? Because the only reason that fell apart was because the Indominus Rex came in and destroyed it. They make it to the camp and they see everything's destroyed, but pretty much everything's still there. So they tell Yasmin to stay behind because her ankle's still messed up, and Kenji volunteers to stay back with her. And then Sammy, Brooklyn, and Darius say they're gonna go look for a medical site to see if they can find anything to help Yasmin out. And they tell Kenji to start going through everything to see if he can find anything to help build up a camp. So they leave and Kenji moves like a few sticks and then he sits down to relax because he's a lazy piece of crap. Yasmin scolds him, but then she takes off into the forest to see if she could find anything to help her start working on stuff. Darius, Sammy, and Brooklyn find the medical area, and it turns out to be a medical area for herbivores, and they see that they're out of food and stuff, so they decide to let them out. But as they're walking around, they found a baryonyx inside of a cage, and Darius says, yeah, that can stay there. And Sammy's like, no, we should let it go because, you know, it didn't ask to get put in there. It has a family that it should get back to, just like the herbivores. Kenji then goes after Yaz, and she's being stubborn, trying to find stuff to work with since he won't do anything. And he's like, he doesn't think she should keep being stubborn, so he starts carrying her around. And then she's like, hard work is all I know how to do. Throughout the whole episode, Brooklyn's been hearing something. We don't find out what it is, but we see something at the end of the episode because of it. She keeps hearing stuff, but nobody else is hearing it. We cut back to the medical area, and Brooklyn comes running in and tells Darius and Sammy to run. And then we see a baryonyx pop up, and it's trying to get the one that's in the cage out. So the kids hide, and another baryonyx pops up. So this is the two from the beginning of the episode. The second one that pops up tries to get them. Sammy's able to hide. The other two climb up on top of a stegosaurus cage, and then so Sammy lets the stegosauruses out, which distracts them, and Brooklyn and Sammy start to take off, and Darius starts to have a change of heart, so he goes and lets the third baryonyx out because he feels bad. And then the three stegosaurus go running, and not a triceratops, but it's essentially a triceratops goes running too. I'm not good with dinosaur names. I watched a lot of Land Before Time as a kid, so, you know, three horns, long necks, pterodactyls. That's all I got. T-Rex. I'm not good with dinosaur names. So the three baryonyx make the others start running. So then the kids start running, and they make it back to the camp area, and they tell Kenji and Yaz to climb up a tree, and then they're like, we should make a tree house. So then Yaz pulls out a paper and draws a tree house blueprint, and they all start working on it. And then Sammy finds the necklace that Darius's dad gave to him and gives it back to him. And then Brooklyn climbs over a tree, and she sees a patch of flowers. And in the middle of the patch of flowers, there's frozen flowers, which, one, this is like near the equator, so nothing should be getting frozen, and two, what the heck is going on? And that ends the episode. This is another good episode, little more action, still no kids dying. I'm really hoping for a kid to die. Still no Ben, didn't even mention him in this episode, so maybe they're starting to forget about him. Don't know. Solid 7 out of 10. Needs more action. Still good though. I think my favorite characters are Darius, Brooklyn, and Yaz. I can't stand Sammy. She's annoying. And a spy. And Kenji's just a lazy piece of crap. I can't stand him either. Even though, not gonna lie, I'd probably be in the same position as him. I mean, he was a rich boy. He explained that anytime he didn't feel like doing anything, he'd just wait until his dad's assistant forced the nanny to go do it. I feel it. I mean, I don't feel it. I'm broke as crap. But if I was in his position, like, definitely do the same thing. Probably why I hate him, because I hate myself. It all makes sense. Alright, well, that's all I got for you this time. I will catch you guys later. Peace.